Hi everyone, I'm Adrienne Everheart. I'm a feminine energy dating and relationship coach. I teach you how to use your natural feminine energy to attract and call forth and keep the man you desire. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to do something in your bedroom and actually your entire house and your lifestyle so that you can attract a man into your life, call him forth, help repair your marriage, get over a breakup, whatever it may be. These are all going to be things you can do in your bedroom and your house that's going to help you activate your natural feminine energy. I can't wait to share these with you, and be sure to stick around to the end because I have a very special bonus that I'm going to talk about. If you're new to my channel, please take a moment and hit subscribe. I depend on subscribers like you to let me know I'm doing a good job and you enjoy my content so I can keep bringing you more. As always, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and talk to me in the comment section. I try to answer every comment I get, especially right after the video gets released. Feminine energy is all about creating space for a man to fill. I talk a lot about the sperm and the egg, how the sperm pursues the egg, and the egg really doesn't have to do anything except create that space to receive the sperm. So our energies flow in a very similar way. When you are creating space in your life, in your heart, and in your home and your bedroom for a man, you create an opportunity for a man's masculine energy to fill this space. There are some places in your house that I believe are more powerful than other parts of your house. Your bedroom is definitely one of those spaces. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what you can do in your bedroom and your house and all throughout your house so that you can create space for a man and really call him forth and give him this opportunity to enter your life, create a wonderful home in your life, because you're probably going to want to move into his house. Or even if your marriage, you're going through some tough times or your relationship's having a difficult time, I want to make sure everything's balanced in your house to call forth and keep that love you desire. The first place I want you to start is in your bedroom. Your bedroom is very much a power center. This is where you spend a lot of time and a lot of energy, and you want to have everything balanced. So the first thing I want to share with you is the importance of having a place for that man in your bedroom. So if you're a single girl and you have your bed and you have one bedside table and not another bedside table, there's no space for him. So you definitely want to have both sides of your bed balanced, have a night table for that man in your life, have a place where he can lay his pants or jacket or shirt, tuck away his shoes, put his wallet and watch and things like this. You're creating space for him. Now you may say, Adrienne, I don't have a man in my life. There's no one. I want you to create that space now. You might have excuses such as, my bedroom's too small, or I can't afford to buy new furniture. I don't have the space to do this in my bedroom. You're already telling the universe why you can't have a man in your life. So I want you to get past those excuses and these limitations that are holding you back. We are going for every opportunity you have in your life to call forth this relationship. So make sure you have a space by your bed for a man. I'll never forget, early on, one of my coaching clients was very much in love with a guy who would come and visit her maybe like once or twice a week. It seemed like the relationship was mostly casual. They would just kind of hook up at her house and watch television and have dinner, and once in a while he'd take her out. So I talked to her about the importance of having her bedroom balanced. And she said, well, I just have a little basket by my bed. He can just toss his stuff in there. And she really didn't seem to care that he had something special, a place for his energy to fill. Now, I've said this before, nature abhors a vacuum. If you create a hole, if you dig a hole in your backyard, nature is going to fill it. You don't even have to do anything except just wait. So your bedroom, your bedside table is very much the same thing. I also want you to create space for his things in a drawer. If you have a dresser drawer, I want you to empty out the entire drawer for him And don't make it the bottom of your dresser drawer. Make it one of the good ones. And if you really don't have space, at least put a divider in there so it's your side and his side. Make space for him in your bathroom. This is a really tough one for a lot of girls because I love having domain over the bathroom and the contents of my bathroom. However, create space for the man. Have a place and keep it empty, because this is where he's going to put his stuff. Same goes for your closet. I want you to be able to have space in your closet where he could hang several items of his when he comes to visit, but also for when he comes to stay. Now, a lot of you might not want the guy to move in with you or stay with you in your house, and that's perfectly fine. We're going to talk a little bit more about decluttering and things like this so that when you are ready to move to his house, there's going to be an easy move for you. But more so, we're creating that space in your life energetically that a man can fill. I am an advocate for energy, feminine energy. It's something natural. It's something we all feel. So do I absolutely believe if you create space for someone energetically, they will fill it. You've been watching my videos. You've seen the results of just shifting your energy around and how it affects men around you. So I look forward to sharing these tips with you. And if you want to go deeper, definitely check out some of my programs and the VIP library. One more thing I want to share with you about decluttering and creating space for the man is that when you have this space carved out for him and he's coming over to your house a couple of nights a week, and let's say this isn't even your dream guy. Let's say this is, I talk about your quantum 5. Let's say this is guy number 3 or 4 and he's just coming over on a regular basis and you're keeping him around for a while. You can actually practice this on him in preparation for when your man does arrive. So what I really want you to experiment with is how it feels to introduce this space to the man. Now, ladies, if you're already married and you're in a relationship and you're wanting to really make the energy in your house smoother, better, you can do this as well. Because you're going to declutter, you're going to create more space for that man, and you're going to introduce it to him. So I want you to, when nothing really major is going on, but both of you are near the bedroom or the bathroom or whatever it is, and he's there, I want you to just very casually say, oh, and I cleared out some space for your things. It's right there in that drawer, and I made another spot over here by the bed. And then I want you to just sashay on out of the room and go do something else, and leave him there to discover these spaces that you've created for him. This is a very important moment for the man. This is when he's going to be thinking and he's going to be processing about this space, and he will be alone to do that. And that is what you want to do. Time and space, ladies, I'm telling you, it works every time. Another thing that we can do in our bedrooms is we can have lonely art. It's something that looks so beautiful on a wall, but really it's not doing you any favors for your relationship. And I'll show you a couple of pictures in this video to just exemplify what I mean. Really beautiful pieces of art, but at the same time, they're depicting solo girl, just one girl in the photo. And these can be really, gorgeous and decorative in your home, but they're really reflecting out the idea that there's just one. And we want things in pairs. We want things in twos. So in your bedroom, I want you to get rid of any photos, any pictures you have of you and your family and your nephew or whatever it may be. I want you to get rid of all family photos, because this is a room where you're going to reunite or unite with your guy. It's just going to be you two, okay? And if you have any art in your bedroom that's just like a single butterfly or a single chair with a bouquet of flowers, you want to get rid of things that are in singles. This is really important to do because we want to reflect back that energy in the room of things in pairs. So now you've created space for him in your bedroom. You've gotten rid of some art and some things like this that are reflecting back just one image to you. I want you to also think about placements of mirrors. We don't want any mirror reflecting you back in your bedroom when you sleep at night. That's an energy thing. It's believed that it kind of zaps your energy while you sleep, But I don't really like the idea of you waking up and seeing yourself alone in bed at night. So I don't want any mirrors that are facing your bed. The next thing I want you to do is, while you're missing your guy, or you're thinking about him, or you're working on your marriage, or you're wondering when the guy you really desire is going to come along one day, I want you to declutter. And I know there's a lot of television shows out there. I was a big fan of Marie Kondo even before she got a show. I talk about her in my VIP book. Anyway, I'm a fan of decluttering, but it's overwhelming to look around your house and try and find all these places you need to declutter, because Marie Kondo is telling you to, and Adrienne Everhart's telling you to, and your own conscience is telling you to do it. So I want you to just pick a theme. So consider starting with a theme, such as books, and then redecorate your bookshelf to make sure it really feels feminine and girly and inviting for you. And don't forget to leave space for his books too. Any way that you can cut down on paper in your life is going to help too. So look into other options like online banking, and then you don't have to get so much mail delivered to your house, or unsubscribe from catalogs and things like this that are just pulling clutter into your house. So if you pick a theme, go slow, you won't feel overwhelmed. And while you're decluttering, remember, you're preparing to move into his house. I want you to look at it that way. I want you to, with every move you're making, I'm preparing to go into my new man's house. Because while you're dating, we want a man to come over to your house. We don't want you going to him all of the time, okay? We want him to come over to your house, even if you've got a roommate, even if you've got a big hairy dog. We want the guy at your house because we want him uncomfortable. He's got to be uncomfortable at your house to scoop you up and get you to a place on your own. That's the mindset here. So as long as you're going to his big, beautiful house, instead of him making out with you on your little tiny, living room sofa, the guy's not going to want to take you out of that. He's just going to keep having you go over to his house. I really think that lowers your value. So make sure you're not at his house all the time. Side note. It's the end of this video, and I want to share 2 of my tips that have been game changers for my clients. And these are things you can do in your bedroom, your home, to really change the energy of what you're attracting to you. So the first one is, if you're single, you're alone, you're even missing your guy, you want to call forth the man you're meant to be with. And even if you're married and your guy is absent, I want you to create conversations and dinners for 2. So this means setting the table for 2, even though you're sitting there eating dinner alone. I know if the neighbors looked and saw you, they would probably think you're a little crazy, but I want you to do this and have a conversation with this man as if he's there. You are creating a world, you're creating a reality, and you're also deciding and feeling your way through about how dinner with him is going to feel. How do you want that conversation to flow? So ladies, if you and your husband tend to argue around the dinner table and you discuss things and get angry with each other, or everyone eats in the living room and doesn't really sit down to a nice dinner as a family, which I think is so important, to sit at a table and share a meal together. So I want you to do this on your own. I want you to feel what that energy feels like. I want you to imagine a beautiful outcome and practice this one. Trust me, the more time you spend in a positive frame of mind about what it is you want, the more you become that person. The more you become that person, nature is going to line up with you. Again, you dig a hole, nature's going to fill it. So if you become this person who has wonderful, elegant dinners with her guy and has the nice china and enjoys a certain type of conversation with him, you better believe it's going to show up in your life. I talk about this in the ABCs to get him back, and several other videos where I manifested not only my wedding, but my wedding location. And I used to have these pretend conversations with my husband about subjects that I didn't even know existed in his life. And then when he came back around, it was amazing how much in sync we were, all based on my practice communication. Now, this last one is super duper important. Don't take it lightly. I want you to practice it as soon as you possibly can. Your bedroom is a power center. So when you walk into your bedroom, there's going to be a wall directly in front of you, okay? There's gonna be a wall to the left and a wall to the right and a wall behind you. That's the door you walked into, okay? So when you were to walk straight ahead to that wall, in that farthest right corner, that is your love center. And that's where I want you to build some sort of display of things in pairs. So for me, I had this beautiful little wicker plant stand, and it's more like a little bookshelf, but I had two nice pink candles that were scented really well. I had two beautiful little pink bunnies that were canoodling together, and I made sure I kept that place nice and clean with things in pairs, because that again is your love center. That's where you're manifesting and pulling to you that sort of energy. Walk in the door, farthest right corner for the wall farthest away, okay? Another place I want you to keep clutter free is your back door. If you come in through the front door, back door, it doesn't matter, but you come in through the door that's in the back of your house, and we will drop things right by the door, right? You come in and you put your keys right by that door. The more cluttered an area is by a door, the more you will have little arguments and bickering. Now, sometimes my husband and I, of course, we go through little ups and downs, but I have noticed that when we are kind of at our, most irritating to each other, I'll go and check that spot, and it will either have, need to be cleaned and polished, or there will be an excess of clutter. Now, this might all be a convenient coincidence, every bit of this, but it doesn't hurt to try some new things and attract some new energy into your life and just see what happens. Be curious about this process. And as always, share your results with me. I have a lot of things out there that are very powerful, such as tapping your heart and sending him love, where women get text messages just minutes later. So there's a lot of magic out there to be had with feminine energy, and I love teaching it all to you. Thank you so much for being part of my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your likes and your comments. You let me know I'm doing a good job. I'm honored to be bringing all of this information to you in a way that you can understand and digest, and I enjoy being part of your life. All right, everyone, I hope this video has been helpful, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Be sure to give me a like or subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.